Oh Israel, if you could see how much I wish to store you up like a treasure, but now we in the midst of divorce. You missed the force of a message that went before us. The Messiah came and left and you didn't even notice. The same one I promised my servant David so long ago would be on his throne like a chief cornerstone. But you told me no, we'd rather have him stoned. He was nothing but a blasphemous demon-possessed soul. He had to go, we are the ones in the know. We know everything Moses wrote and he is our GOAT. My goodness, what a joke, all of this was foretold. Moses even wrote many things about him, so why did you take this road to the Greeks? I will go, they will receive my vote. Even though they never received my notes, they will be pleased to know when Abraham received my oath, to them I also spoke. Jerusalem, oh Jerusalem, I had wanted to wrap you up in my arms like a rooster does. Every time I sent you messengers, you were refusing them. The leadership inside you were always confusing them. Jerusalem, oh Jerusalem. Didn't you notice that after you lifted his carcass, the curtain in the temple was ripped apart like a shark was in the room? And didn't you hear the giant boom as the earthquake reverberated across the entire zone? Didn't you take heed to see the darkness sweep across the entire part of the sky like a parchment was blocking the sun's department? And we have no idea as to what power was behind the saints of old, appearing to an entire crowd of people crowded outside the temple grounds. How much more could I have spelled it out to you? This was Messiah, and you absolutely doubted it. My wrath will not be untapped if you continue doubting him. Right now there is an entire battalion of archangels surrounding him, just waiting for the signal to come out, riding on the clouds with him. By the time I count to 10, they can lay waste to every doubter doubting him. So I suggest you take the time to course correct before the door slams and your dangled body is thrown around like a contortionist. I'm about ready to set fire to the abortionist. I'm sorry, I just really want you to know how important it is. If I scream any louder, it may rip apart the ocean's widths. You are fortunate that I'm giving you time to abort the sin. Now come aboard the sun before the trumpet rips off a sound that will usher in the end time apocalypse. Jerusalem, oh Jerusalem, I had wanted to wrap you up in my arms like a rooster does. Every time I sent you messengers, you were refusing them. The leadership inside you were always confusing them. Jerusalem, oh Jerusalem, Jerusalem, oh Jerusalem. I handpicked you out of all the nations on the earth, took you from Egypt to the holy dirt on which you were birthed. I have loved you more than you were ever worth. My hope is that you turn and be forever heard. Jerusalem, oh Jerusalem.